This is Ponder Darling, my busted heart, and this is little baby kitty. And for some reason, now these days, every time I want to make a video, she has to be up in my face. She is the stone cold killer that I talk about in my video about the cat and mouse game. By the way, she's very sweet to me, not so much to mice, right? You like to play with them. It's creepy. So today I wanted to talk about this concept of the dog whistle. And the dog whistle is, there's a much better video about it that I'll post down below. But just as a summary, little definition, the dog whistle is something that the narcissist says that seems to be completely neutral and innocuous. And in fact, it's really mean. So Jefferson's favorite dog whistle was this statement that, you know, it was easy to get a guy because all men want really is sex. They don't want a relationship. They just want sex. So it's super easy to have guys interested as a woman because men really want to have sex. That it was the dog whistle. And let me explain to you why it was a dog whistle. So I used to, when Jefferson was devaluing me, one of the things that I used to do, and I think this is pretty standard for people in love with the narcissist, they get to this point where there's so much crazy making and gaslighting, you know, that and this devaluing for like no reason, that sometimes there's, you know, you want to protest it. You want to be like, you know, wait a minute, you know, I'm not that worthless. So I would say, sometimes I would say to Jefferson, you know, I do have other people in my life who are interested in me. I just don't want to be with them. I want to be with you. But that doesn't mean, you know, I'm desperate. I'm not desperate. Like, I'm making this choice to be with you because I want to be with you. I have value, is what I was trying to say. And of course, Jefferson, you know, he could not say, yeah, of course other people are interested in you because you're a great person. Oh, fuck no. Forget about that. You know, that was just impossibly nice. Instead, what he would say to me was, yeah, you know, women have it easy because they can always get a man, because all men want sex. So it's a general statement. It doesn't sound like he's really saying anything about me specifically, but let's just pull that apart for a second. So within that context, and nobody's gonna catch it. That's why it's a dog whistle. Within that context, what he's really saying is, nobody will love you. Nobody will love you. All they want is to just have sex with you. That is the extent of their interest in you. Not as a person, you know, not as somebody who deserves a commitment or deserves real love. Just sex. They just want to use you because really, basically, you're worthless. So that was this huge red. He knew, and I didn't realize at the time that he knew it. I really thought he was just saying it off the cuff, and it just so happened that it hurt me. But it was a huge red button on my chest, and it hurt me bad every time he said it. And he said it all the time. I can't even remember how many times he said it. So many times that's, you know, what he would say. And it took, you know, months for me to figure out, you know, that it wasn't true, that these other people who were interested in me were actually interested in having a relationship with me, number one. And number two, it took me even longer. It took me like until recently to figure out that he was saying that on purpose to hurt me. Like he was purposefully trying to hurt me when he was saying that. So when I saw, you know, Meredith's stuff about the dog whistle, I was like, oh my God, that is what he was doing. That's what he was doing when he was saying that. He was purposefully trying to hurt me. And he was saying it in a way that deliberately would seem like that wasn't what he meant to do. When deep down inside, that is exactly what he meant to do. So that's my example of a dog whistle. You can find out more about it in the video that I'm gonna post down below. Thanks.